Welcome to this short quick start tutorial in Blackmagic Fusion. This is for absolute beginners. I'm doing first a very simplified sky replacement and then a simple text animation. This is part of a longer training course, but you can do it standalone and without sign up. Just download the exercise files from the link below, and when you're ready, let's jump right in. To follow along with this lesson, just download and extract the lessons folder from the course website. In there you find a short video segment of a lighthouse. Let's have a look at it. I find this clip looks a little dull. Look at the sky. It's too uniform, no texture at all. Well, directors might not be able to change the weather on the day of the shoot, but visual effects artists certainly can. So, as the first exercise, let's change the weather. First of all, we need to get the video into Fusion. I have Fusion already running. If you haven't, just open Fusion now. Then I select the file and drag it into Fusion. I drag it into this lower area here, which is called the flow area. Now my video is already in Fusion. To see it inside, I will again select it from here and drag and drop it on one of my two viewer windows on top. In this case, the left one. I select Fit or Ctrl F to adjust it to the full size of the viewer window. And now I'll bring in the clouds picture exactly the same way. Select it from the resource folder and drop it into the flow area. So how do I get the clouds into the lighthouse video? Simple. I select this tiny little red dot here from the top oval shape and drag it precisely on top of the red dot on the bottom oval shape. These oval shapes, they are called nodes. And these nodes, they represent pretty much the complete logic of everything we do here in Fusion. You can now see here a small graph, and this is called the flow graph. And this graph tells Fusion that it should merge the clouds on top of the lighthouse. To see the result, I can drag the merge node onto the right viewer window. Wow, what happened? Well, I have the clouds on top of the lighthouse, meaning I no longer see the lighthouse. To change it, I will go into a setting here called Apply Mode. The Apply Mode tells Fusion how to merge. I click on it and select Darken. And I should probably also click on Fit again for this viewer. Now the sky is pretty much the brightest part of the picture. I have told Fusion to merge the new sky only on all those pixels where the new sky makes the picture darker. And for this particular image, that works quite well. Of course, I have deliberately chosen an easy scenario. This will not work with every sky and every video. But for the moment, let's just stay with it simple. Now one more thing I need to do is to change the size of the cloud picture. My video is 720p resolution, but my photo has a higher resolution. So I just bring the size slider here down a little to roughly here. Okay, this is starting to look better. But not perfect yet. I want to give the clouds some better perspective. For this, I select the clouds node here and I add another node by holding the Ctrl or Command key on my keyboard and pressing spacebar. It's Control on Windows and Linux, Command on Mac. So Control plus spacebar, and I will see this window here with a list of tools. I start typing corner because I know already that is the tool that I want, the corner positioner. And there it is. Hit return, and here we go. I have a new node called the corner positioner in the flow graph just after the clouds node here that I already selected before. And in the viewer, I kind of see what it does. I can move the corners a little bit now just by dragging them, and I get a perspective just like this. I can move around in my window by pressing and holding the middle mouse button, and I can scroll in and out by holding Ctrl or Command and scrolling the mouse wheel at the same time. Alright, just like this. Perfect. This is perhaps what I want. I think it looks already better than our starting picture on the left. Well, what do you think? I think I'm not 100% satisfied yet. I want the clouds to move a little bit in the video. I can simulate a little cloud movement just by animating the corners of the corner positioner. For this, I do a right click here, where it says top left, and select animate. Now what we have is, we have a position on the top left corner. That position is represented by 2 coordinates, and these just turned green. And green means that there is potentially an animation on that position. I will do the same with the top right corner, just like this. And without going into more details, I will just look at my timeline below here, select the last frame of my video, which is frame 150 here, and at the end of this green area, now I will move the upper corners a bit to the right, just like this. What I have effectively done is, I have told Fusion first where I want the corners to be in the beginning of the video, and then I want them at the end of the video. And then I click play. This is what Fusion does for me. Now the perspective is animated. To see the result, I will just deselect the corner positioner node by double-clicking anywhere here in the flow graph so that nothing is selected. And now I will click on the right viewer window and press F4. All I have done with F4 is to enlarge the viewer, and let me also select fit, and this is our result. Now, if our goal is perfection, there is much more we can do here. We can start wondering, should the sky really be so dark compared to the light and water? What about the horizon? Does it look perfectly alright here? Should there be some shadows? Oh, and what about the video resolution and video noise? The video has some noise which you can see if you look closely, but the clouds don't, or at least not the same. Perhaps Hollywood might not accept my result yet, but as a starting point for our training, I think I'm already satisfied with this. Now, when you want to go back from the enlarged video into the normal view, just hit F4 again. So, this was our simple sky replacement. If you like, see if you can do it yourself with the exercise files. Again, don't worry too much if you didn't understand everything and every single setting from this quick tutorial. You will have much more time in this training to go really into depth. One more step for the quick intro coming up next. I will add some animated text to this clip.